Joffy, and I've recently had a loft conversion and extension with City Lofts. A loft conversion and extension. There was originally a room in the loft, but it was converted a long time ago, so it was effectively dead space and not really a usable room. So we stripped it back, converted it and extended it so that it's now a big bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. I've got a second baby on the way, so needed another bedroom, and also wanted to just make use of the space that was already there but wasn't really usable, so maximising the most out of the house. It really feels like we've got a whole new floor, which of course we do, but it really just feels like the house has sort of come into its own and got a sort of, the space that we've gained from it feels much more than the actual square footage of it. So yes, it's been very successful. We're very happy. I'm not sure that anyone enjoys building work, but it was satisfying to feel that we weren't interrupted. The builders came in and out through the scaffolding, so they weren't walking through the house. We really weren't disrupted. They sealed off the entrance to the loft, so there was no mess, there was no dust. It really sort of felt like it was not really happening in our house. So we weren't disturbed aside from the noise factor. It was just as painless a process as it could have possibly been. So if that can be counted as enjoyment, that was a great part of the process. The challenging aspect for me is really that I'm very pregnant and tired. So there were days when I came home from work and wanted to have a nap, and got people banging above my head, but that was unavoidable. There were times when we asked them to have some quiet time, so I could have a sleep, and everyone was very obliging. But that was the most challenging part for me. From the beginning, we talked about what we wanted. Architects were involved. They came up with initial drawings, and then we went through them, actually in the loft, and talked about what we wanted and how it was going to look. So it was a very personal, one-to-one process. We've got an extra bedroom, we've gained an extra bathroom. It's a space that's light and bright, it's got fantastic views. And as I said, it's just added a whole new dimension to the house that wasn't there before. It's only been about a week, but it's allowed me to get on with making a nursery for the new baby, and it just feels like we're using the full potential of the house rather than having this just sort of silly dead space at the top that wasn't adding anything to anyone's life. We've done some work with them before, and they've come highly recommended by other people. They're very personable and pleasant, and I've always had good experiences with them, so it was a no-brainer to use them for this job. There's a complete and utter can-do attitude. There's nothing is sort of too difficult. Everything is, every communication is pleasant and positive, and really just they've been an absolute pleasure to work with. City Lofts aren't the cheapest, but I think it is absolutely worth it. The project management aspect is just completely taken care of, and really there's sort of as little hassle factor as possible, and from the perspective of someone who's working and has small children to look after, you know, I'm prepared to pay the extra for as little hassle as possible. I have. Whether or not it'll happen, I don't know. But yes, and I wouldn't hesitate to recommend them to anyone. No, I mean, I've said it in answering other questions that it really has just been as painless as it possibly could have been, and they're an absolute pleasure to work with, and I've used them time and time again.